From the tumultuous waters of the Caribbean to the bustling ports of Europe, the golden age of piracy unfolded between the 16th and 18th centuries, painting a vivid picture of maritime adventure, daring exploits, and unwavering defiance of authority. This era witnessed piracy's peak activity, primarily concentrated within the Atlantic world, a vast expanse encompassing the Caribbean, North America, Britain, Europe, and the west coast of Africa. This captivating period can be divided into three distinct phases, each marked by its own unique characteristics and dynamics. The first phase, spanning the 1670s and parts of the 1680s, saw the rise of the Buccaneers, a motley crew of predominantly French pirates who roamed the Caribbean, their focus more on land-based conquests than seafaring escapades. Eventually, the term Buccaneers extended to the English and Dutch ships that preyed on rival Spanish ships at the time. Piracy in the 1600s was mainly the product of contested ownership of plantation colonies in the Caribbean, particularly between the British and the Spanish, who were constantly at odds over who should control different regions. Alongside official navios, then, these were sanctioned mercenaries. Imperial governments have always relied on such figures at the furthest stretch of their power, where dubious legality and official deniability can be extremely useful. These buccaneers, driven by a thirst for power and riches, engaged in fierce battles over territorial control, carving their names into the annals of piracy's history. The second phase, emerging in the late 1680s and extending into the early 1720s, ushered in an era of classical piracy. This period witnessed a surge in maritime piracy, as pirates, emboldened by the vast expanse of the oceans and the slow response of navies, targeted merchant ships and coastal towns, amassing immense wealth and striking fear into the hearts of seafarers and merchants alike. At the time, nations at war were able to declare captains of ships privateers. These captains had an official letter of marque that allowed them to attack any enemy ship and take their goods, provided they gave a cut of the booty to their own government. The problem came when alliances shifted or peace was declared. Captain Kidd had been in and out of the Royal Navy and worked as a legal privateer in the 1690s, but he became an illegal pirate, disrupted trade between the British and Indian Mughal, pursued across the Atlantic for what had become crimes, and was executed by the British in 1701. After the Treaty of Utrecht was signed in 1713, thousands of privateer captains and crews found themselves without a job unless they returned to the Navy or merchant shipping. Those who carried on in the old way were pirates. Captains like Edward Teach were now on the other side of the law, and so he transformed himself into the legendary Blackbeard, who was described as looking as if he had emerged from the gates of hell. If you were a pirate, what would your pirate name be, and what would be the name of your pirate ship? Comment down below. Don't forget to like this video. This trade thrived off the coast of Africa and in the Caribbean, where the islands were full of vast riches from slave plantations but were held as colonies by a patchwork of competing European powers, so that legal authority in local waters was always weak. The final phase, spanning the early 1720s to the mid-18th century, marked the decline of piracy's golden age. As navies strengthened their grip on the seas and governments took concerted action to suppress piracy, the once unfettered reign of these seafaring outlaws began to wane. The last of the Golden Age crews were chased down by official navies and executed by the 1720s. Yet despite their eventual decline, the legacy of pirates, privateers, and buccaneers continues to captivate the imagination, their stories immortalized in literature, film, and popular culture. The Golden Age of piracy was not merely a period of lawlessness and plunder. It was a complex tapestry of human endeavor, shaped by economic, political, and social factors. Pirates, privateers, and buccaneers were driven by a multitude of motivations: the pursuit of wealth, the thrill of adventure, and the desire to escape the constraints of societal norms. Their exploits reshaped maritime trade routes, challenged the authority of established powers, and left an indelible mark on the historical landscape. Despite the romanticist image often associated with pirates, their actions had far-reaching consequences for the communities they preyed upon. Their attacks on merchant ships disrupted trade, instilled fear among travelers, and caused significant economic losses. Moreover, their disregard for human life and their propensity for violence left a trail of suffering and devastation in their wake. The golden age of piracy may have come to an end, but its echoes continue to resonate throughout history. The stories of these audacious seafarers serve as a reminder of the human thirst for adventure, the allure of uncharted territories, and the blurred lines between legality and morality in the pursuit of power and wealth. So, mateys, what pirate legend or myth surprises you the most? What treasure would you seek as a pirate captain? Write your comments below and like and subscribe for more history topics.